This game is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed. Individuals suffering from anxiety or depression may not have a safe experience playing this game. For content warnings, please ddlc.mo. By playing Doki Doki Literature Club, you agree that you are at least 13 years of age and you consent to your exposure of highly disturbing content. Sure. Alright. This game is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed. Alright. Yeah, this was kind of inevitable to come, but anyways, yeah, welcome to, I guess, another video. And instead of a Genshin video or Spyro the Dragon, we're gonna be doing Doki Doki Literature Club. I think I've brought up this game before and said I was gonna do it and planned on doing it, and here we are. Here we go. I just want to make sure everything's up and going correctly, and stuff like that. But alright, so yep, here we are, Doki Doki Literature Club. Of course, on the Steam version. I'm playing this on the Steam version, just so you guys know. But yeah, you can play the website version. I think I'll leave a link for that for anyone who wants to play the website download version of it. But anyways, I guess welcome to Doki Doki Literature Club. Today we're just gonna go ahead and start this and play through it. It was kind of inevitable, especially how many times I've beat this character in specific. I'm not sure if you guys can see my mouse cursor, but Monica, that is basically, yeah. So anyways, let's go ahead and jump into this, I guess. But first things first, I guess we might want to look at our settings, maybe. You know, it should be fine. So anyways, let's go ahead and jump on into this. Please enter your name. I don't know. How about let's just go with this. Yes. Hey, oh boy. Yeah, I just realized I'm going to be reading a lot of dialogue, but do not expect me to voice act the characters accordingly. I will try to put some emphasis and character into it, but don't expect me to play too much. Hey, I can see. That didn't sound very exciting, but whatever. I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in there like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were little children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I'd almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and add on front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. I overslept again. But I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you're really thinking about ignoring me. That's me, Steve Boy. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. Yeah, I don't know. This is gonna be a bunch of weird lines to say for me, that's for sure. In this game, especially. If I could speak. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Steve Boy, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm not really interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me, but I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. I think I know what that word means. It's like kind of just become an introvert and not really have like social skills and not really, you know, have anything to make a living or something like that. I don't know. You guys could look up the word on your own accord, of course. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright? I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises though. Well, you at least promise me you'll try a little. Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay. I don't let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl. More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to use her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything that's out of her head. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori. Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. Oh, whoa. Okay, I don't know what I skipped over. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know what? Well, that you would come, or could come to my club. Sayori. Yeah? There's no way I'm going to your club. Meaning. Oh boy. Yeah, don't expect me to put energy into this. I'm not gonna make myself look like a fool now, at this point. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Well, not really a fool, but it's just not really my type of thing to put energy into something like this. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title of vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member, and Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake. Okay. Yes, let's go. And thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Oh boy, girl one. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously, you brought a boy? Well, a way to kill the atmosphere. Steve boy, what a nice place. Welcome to the club. All words just escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. Man, very cheesy lines, but it is what it is. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She is also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back toward the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy, and this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. So they don't say things like that. Okay, I said that weird. I guess I'm trying to make like a stuttering kind of sound for that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica. Is that alright? Or is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Steve. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica. Come sit down, Steve. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. I just want to be sure I haven't missed anything. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da. Whoa. I'm not gonna... Oh jeez, I right-clicked. Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute. I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just take one. Sarah grabs one first, then Monica, I follow. It's delicious. Sarah talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki's quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like haven't I heard this somewhere before? I made them for you or anything. Yeah, I thought you technically did. Sayori said, well, maybe. But not for, you, dummy. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us for four, setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. We keep a whole tea set in this classroom. Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not. Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy a tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so that's okay, don't be embarrassed. Make sure you feel right at home, okay? Alright. As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. As the president should. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a born member for any of the major clubs. Drew a leader of the debate club last year. Well, to be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Well, that's to be expected. And I don't know. Not sure how long I'm going to be recording this one, but yeah. Also, hopefully reading this aloud won't gain attention from certain people in the house or recording this at, so let's just go ahead and continue this. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile, but it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah. We'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So Steve Willing, what kinds of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. Looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. I'm not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. I think any boy naturally probably would, in this case scenario. Especially a nerd like boys, most likely too, like me. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually the novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I just really grasped something I can relate to that mental level. At this rate, you really might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really, I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri, for someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that, but if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Real horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Oh, Natsuki's eyes started over to me for a split second. Yeah, I don't know. At this point, they're kind of out for the boy now at this point, potentially. Never mind. Yep, knew it. Sunday, as they would be. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud, and give that back. Fine. Your cupcake's a poem. Everything that you do is just as cute as you are. Sayori settles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I know, yeah, I guess I might as well point this out right now. If you guys are wondering why I'm playing a game like this, especially, trust me, later on you're going to see what this game is about if you don't know already for any of those who are watching this or not. I'm not cute. Natsuki, write your own poems. Yeah, well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki burst her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing, it takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities, and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you could send an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a minute. Yep. I guess, I don't know, Natsuki should have had her poem put away that she wrote or whatever, and this probably would have happened, but oh well. Okay. I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. The next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Steve Boy? Monika smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. Yeah, what's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sarah may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry, I thought. Steve Boy. Y'all. I'm defenseless against these girls. Come on, man, hold your composure. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yep. Kind of figured they were just gonna be like, oh, bright spirits again. Yes, I'm so happy. Sarah wraps her arms around me and jumping up and down. Hey, you really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone, remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Uncle looks over at me once more. Steve Boy, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Oh boy. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monika with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey Steve Boy, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sarah and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay. Oh boy. With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and, of course, Monica. While I'd really be happy spending every day after school in the literature club, perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright. I just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Oh boy. Okay, here it is. It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member would like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. So, alright, so with this, we have kind of already gathered information by talking to them in-game, from the dialogue of what they each like. Seems like Natsuki likes cutesy stuff, and Yuri likes kind of like dark, kind of like fantasy kind of type stuff or whatever, right? And then as for Sayori, she's, as far as I've remembered, she's like in between of the two, so it's like bittersweet, if anything. Alright, so as for who we're gonna be going for, Sayori, Yuri, Natsuki, I think I'm probably gonna go with Yuri for this playthrough, for all three of the days, or the multiple times when we have to write a poem here. Okay, so, I don't know what to choose for this. Scars? Nope. Okay, yeah, that's the thing about this poem minigame. It's gonna be kind of hard to figure out which words belong to who. Right, so I know Inferno's Yuri. I think Wrath is, yeah. Okay. Philosophy, yep. Portrait. Disaster. Climax. Unending. Extraordinary. Oh, shit. Okay, well, here we go again. No, yeah, obviously words like kitty and whatnot is for Natsuki. Just gotta be careful with who I pick, because, yeah, I think I've pretty much decided now we're gonna be going for Yuri for this playthrough. The purple hair boy. Alright, and cool. That was another Sayori. Just stringing 20 words together. That's what this is, straight up. Alright. Controllable. Disarray. Death. Oh shit, no. Sensation. Alright. Okay, we're getting more and more pleasure. Oh boy. Uncanny. Contamination. Horror. Alright, there we go. So we should be on Yuri's route now at this point. Hi, against you, boy. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the Pleasure Club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Steve, boy. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. Sarah told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year, and last year too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Damn. Natsuki. You certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between Santa Monica and manga. Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Steve always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy, it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. So that's so. You two are really good friends, aren't you? But I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Steve can become good friends too? Sayori. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know. Oh wait, Sayori. Me. Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place, so any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. He reaches into your bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out. So I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. This is... How's this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book that she thinks out loud, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Do you? Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect that Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in the book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around the closet. So anyways, yeah, I think this would be a good spot to stop. I'm gonna go and click save on the bottom there, and click right there. Save this, alright. So I think we're gonna go ahead and end it here and all that. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this first, I guess, part of Doki Doki Literature Club. Made by good old Dan Salvato himself, or Team Salvato as what they called for the creation of this game. So anyways, yeah, I think that's all. So yeah, do expect more of this later on though, but I'm kind of alternating between this and Genshin. I'm also going to try to finish up Spyro the Dragon obviously as well, so there's that. So anyways, yep, I hope you guys enjoyed this first part. Hopefully this wasn't too long and lengthy. I'll try to see if I need to make any edits or not, and if this is just a whole one video, I guess that's good, I guess. But anyways, yeah, I guess that is all, and I'll see you guys in the next part. So yeah, take care and all that, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Alright.